What is going on, beautiful people of the world? My name is Garrett Wolf, and I am the host of the number one podcast for people who are trying to go from saggy flabs to six-pack abs. I've built my body over the last 8 years, and in the last 3 years, I've helped hundreds of online clients shred unwanted fat and embody the best version of themselves. Now, let's jump right into today's show.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Alpha Movement Podcast. This is the number one show for people who are trying to go from saggy flabs to six-pack abs, all without giving up the most enjoyable aspects of their life. In today's episode, I want to talk to you guys and let you guys know that I am a fucking failure, man. Absolute failure. If you guys have been tuning into the pod, we have been trying and striving for a podcast episode every single day, and I've been going strong for 71 days, and I did not release a podcast on Saturday, which was 2 days ago. However, there was a very, very good reason for this, and I'll let you guys know what happened, why I'm a failure, why it's not a bad thing that I'm a failure, why it's actually a good thing, and it's an opportunity for me to identify and evolve, and how you can maybe view failures in your life as a progress bar for success. All right, guys, so if at any point during this episode you enjoy what I have to say, or you take some value from this podcast, please screenshot my face, share it to Instagram stories, tag me at _Garrett Wolf, and I will reshare it to my story and send you a free gift. Other than that, guys, it's true. I'm a failure. I tried to release a pod episode every single day. I wanted to go for as long as humanly possible, and I could not get an episode out yesterday. But there's a very, very good reason for this. It's because I literally recorded the Q&A, right? We're talking about Saturday. I was going to do this whole thing, Saturday Q&As. I'm still going to do that. So if you want to, put some questions up, look out for the Friday polls or send me a message on Instagram at _Garrett Wolf. But in any case, I was trying to release this Saturday Q&A, and the file kept getting corrupted literally all day. So this was a 46-minute podcast episode, just me talking, answering questions. And so I was trying to render it over and over and over again, and the file kept getting corrupted, and I could not figure out what was the problem. So I downloaded, exported it, corrupted, downloaded, exported it, corrupted, downloaded, exported, corrupted. I must have done 4 or 5 times, and then I was like, all right, it must not be the file corruption itself. It must be the space on my computer. So I start deleting everything, start deleting all kinds of files, all kinds of, pictures, some games that I still had on there, deleted everything from my computer. Literally, I wiped it clean because I wiped some stuff and then I downloaded it and exported it again. Corrupted again, literally corrupted over and over again. Sometimes it would say corrupted, sometimes it would look completely normal, and then I would double click it and it wouldn't be able to play all the way through. And this typically happens when there's not enough space. So I started again, deleting everything, trying to download again, download again, corrupted, corrupted, corrupted. So then I literally wiped my computer clean. I removed everything because I was like, I guess it is a 46-minute 4K podcast episode. It must take up like a lot of space. Whatever, I'll just delete everything. I'll get it back later. So I did that. File still corrupted, and by this point it was like 7 p.m. at night. Nothing was working, and I had some business to attend to. I literally had to drive out to the mountains to pick up one of my friends from the mountains. It was like 3 hours away, so I had a 6-hour drive, and it was already like 7 p.m. and I literally just didn't have time. Like, the math didn't add up to where I'd be able to send it down to the mountains, pick up this friend of mine, and then have time to get home and upload the podcast. So I ran out of time. However, I tried one last time. I tried it again. I said I'll download it and then I'll leave, go to the mountains, pick them up, come home, and maybe I'll be able to post it before I go to bed, at least, so that I can still say I posted one every single day. And I tried that, and when I got home, surprise, surprise, it was corrupted. And by then, I just didn't know what to do. I didn't have any other episodes. It was like 12:30 at night. I'd been moving all day long. I had tried downloading and exporting and deleting this video probably 10 to 20 times over and over and over again, and I just didn't know what to do. I didn't have an episode queued up, and so I could not release an episode on Saturday. However, so I am a failure, right? At the end of the day, I am a failure. However, there is an opportunity within this adversity of failure. I actually don't view failure as like the traditional failing definition, like you failed, which means you couldn't do it. I actually view failure as a progress bar for something that you can do in the future, or as a progress bar to identify success. Because people who succeed at things are only experts at failing at them over and over and over again, because nobody's an expert at something overnight. people become experts by failing at things over and over and over again. And I'm no computer tech genius or computer knowledge guru, whatever you want to call it. I'm not very good with tech at all. But one thing I realized because of this failure, the opportunity that I identified within this adversity, was that if I change some of the render settings in my podcast episodes, specifically the bit rate. So if you guys know anything about video uploading or video whatever, I don't know, like video editing, right? The bit rate, it was up pretty fairly high. I forget what it was at. Maybe it was at 90 bits per second or some shit. I still don't understand what it means. But I identified that if I take the bit rate down, if I cut the bit rate in half, it cuts the file size pretty much in half, right? So that's, I guess, what the bit rate is. It's like how compressed or not compressed, how compacted, I guess, your file video size is. So I identified that if I drag that down, it would completely cut the file size of the video like in half. And so I did that the next morning. So Sunday morning is what we're talking about now. I cut the bitrate in half and I exported it, and God for fucking Hail Mary, it actually worked. It didn't get corrupted. So it literally must have been the file size. I guess my computer can only hold so much file size because I do have a Mac, but I run Windows on my Mac, which means half my hard drive is Mac OS, half my hard drive is Windows hard drive, and you can't go over the two. Like, one of them can only hold so much, the other one can only hold so much. And so at the end of the day, I just need to get my file sizes smaller. So the moral of the story here, guys, is that I am a failure, but failure does not mean that you quit. Failure does not mean that you stop. Failure is an opportunity to identify the seed that is of equal or greater value for the opportunity within the adversity, right? That's a mouthful, but basically failure is a progress bar. I view failure as a progress bar to success, to overall success. Literally, failure here, boom, that's another progress bar for success. And there might be 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 failures before you actually reach your goal, or before you actually even see any progress in your life. You know, when it comes to a fitness journey, or even especially an entrepreneurial journey, because you're going to fail over and over and over again. And so I think you should view failure as a success bar rather than viewing failure as something negative or something to be avoided or something to be scared of, because failure is a stepping stone to success. Nobody who's successful avoids failure. They're just masters at failing on their back, looking up so that they can get up, readjust, reevaluate, and analyze. I was going to say analysis, but analyze the failure, figure out why you failed, figure out what you can fix, and figure out how you can move forward. And so now, you know, I may have missed a day of uploading. Nevertheless, we're still going strong. I'm not going to see it as anything negative. I'm actually going to view it as something positive, because now I know for longer podcasts, for longer form videos, if I turn the bit rate down, my computer can actually hold the file size properly and it won't corrupt. But I just wanted to let you guys know, like, that's the reason I didn't. It's not because I was lazy. It's not because I didn't try. I really did give it my max effort. I really tried to get one out. Nevertheless, we're not going to let it stop us in our tracks. We're going to keep moving forward with a podcast episode every single day. We're going to view the failure as an opportunity to identify the seed of equal or greater value to the adversity that I experienced. And because, think about it. I mean, literally what I just said, think about it. Like, the knowledge of me knowing that I can turn the bit rate down and upload these longer form podcasts without any trouble because of my Mac with the split hard drives with the half Windows, half Mac OS. Now that I know that, I will never run into this corruption file size again, because if I do, I realize that it's just, again, a too big of a file size. I'll turn the bit rate down, and then boom, I'll never run into this problem again. And this is a problem I've been running into a few times, and I didn't really fully understand it. I would just kind of click buttons, mess around a little bit on my computer, and try to figure out if I could upload the pod, because it's happened to me a few times where this corruption thing happens, and I just couldn't really figure it out. Now I know. The price of knowledge was just one day of missing an upload. It could have been a lot worse. I could have missed a week. I could have gotten down on myself. I could have gotten depressed, been like, oh, I didn't get an episode out every day like I said. I'm a little crybaby. I might as well just quit. I might as well just stop, right? I could have been a little fucking punk about it, right? But the cost of this knowledge was just one day of a missed upload. And what I gained, the opportunity, the seed of opportunity within the adversity of equal or greater value, is actually of greater value, because now I will never run into this problem again. So my outcome was a problem solved, and my income, my input, was only one day of missed uploads. So it really wasn't that bad. I really did not go through that much adversity to get this seed of greater value. So that's awesome. I'm hyped about that. It's actually something that was good. It was good for me to miss that day. I gained a lot of knowledge, and it is not this failure that I'm experiencing is not a failure, shove my face into the grave, be a crybaby little punk, but it's actually I gained some knowledge, and now I'll never run into this problem again. And I'll be able to upload every day unless I run into another problem. And if I do, I'll just solve that problem as well, because failure is a metric of success. And if you can view it that way, then nothing can ever get in your way. Nothing can ever stop you in your tracks, and nothing will ever keep you from becoming the person that you know you need to become. All right, guys, that's it. That's all. Hopefully, you got some value out of today's podcast. If you did get value, please screenshot my face, share it to your Instagram stories, tag me at _Garrett Wolf, and I will reshare it to my story and send you a free gift. Other than that, guys, I hope you'll have a blessed, fantastic, absolutely mesmerizing rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next podcast episode. Peace, guys.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. Hopefully you got some value. If you did get value and you want to learn a little bit more about how you can go from saggy flabs to six-pack abs, just head over to my Instagram at _Garrett Wolf. DM me the word six-pack and I'll reach out to you and see if I can help. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and I will see you all in the next podcast episode. Peace.